I'll select all, leave a comment down below. If you feel like doing so, go check out the Facebook group page, Keep Pounding in all caps. Free in-game posts, polls, opinions, and reactions to NFL news, as well as schedules for the channel, and the Yahoo Sports Fantasy Football League. Without further ado, let's get into the action here. Let's get into the rant, because let's be real here. This is gonna be a rant. I'm about to light Tepper up right now. I'm about to light Tepper up. I'm not even gonna hold you. All right, so if you go on the Spartanburg Wofford College training camp attendance numbers, go on there and let me know what numbers you find, because those do not match up to that 2,000 seating that he just said he was going to do. Excuse me, I got to sneeze. Hey! Oh. All right. Anyway, those numbers do not match up. We were averaging at least 4,000 a day. A day. Some of these people come from North Carolina to travel down there to Spartanburg, South Carolina. Rent hotels, all that stuff. So you're talking about an $8 million profits, for Spartanburg, South Carolina every year. Well, that $8 million got taken away from local businesses, from everybody. Everybody. So first of all, you've taken it away from Spartanburg, which was successful with $8,000, with up to 8,000 seating. I would say 8,000 seating, because we got pretty close to that with the joint practices last year. So let's call it what it is. It's 8,000, right? You're going to tell me that you're only going to seat 2,000 people? 2,000 people? Is this a joke, Mr. Tepper? Because if this is a joke, I'm not laughing. This is not funny to me as a fan. I've been very, very patient. I've been coming out to your training camps. And I gave you a pass when you stopped allowing filming for your training camps. Because I figured, okay, that's the NFL, right? I gave you a pass for that. But you want to try to seat 2,000 people, and that's it per day? Is this a joke? We average 7,500 people during the joint practice alone. Just for one day of joint practice. How much are you going to seat those people for? 1,500? Is this what we're doing now? You going backwards with your numbers? Because this is absurd. This is absurd. You cannot rightly justify this as an owner. Like, even if other YouTubers are not going to slam you for this, I will. It's pretty clear you have never organized an event before, because you would recognize that the numbers do not match up. It's basic math, Mr. Tepper. 2,000 versus 4,000 a day in Spartanburg? So let me get this straight. Most of these people came from North Carolina to Spartanburg to travel down there. I know because I sent a few of the people from my team down there last year. So now you want to only have 2,000 people and say, oh, well, that'll be just fine. Just 2,000 people. It's like a small wedding, right? Do you even realize what training camp is and what it's for, Mr. Tepper? Please answer me that question because I don't think you do. If you're only allowing 2,000 people to see it, by bringing this closer to people in Charlotte, how does this help the situation of overcrowding? If that's what your main issue is overcrowding, how does this help? How? I don't get it. By going backwards, how? Please explain that one to me, because I'm lost. Is this some form of new age math that they're teaching in schools? Did you learn the garbage math system that they've been teaching you math? Because that ain't how this works. Shout out Lock Poppy, what's up? 2,000. Like, that is appalling to me. That's appalling. You got people paying $100 a day for hotel rooms, not to mention people that are paying God knows how much money out of their savings accounts for travel up there on planes. What happens if you don't get a ticket? What happens if you're not one of the 2,000? And you are going day by day. You don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow at work, whether you can make it or not. And now you're saying, oh, well, that doesn't matter. Either you get a chance to come or you don't. Sorry, you're out of luck. It's like the golden ticket to Willy Wonka. I mean, this is absurdly ridiculous. It's like only 2,000 limited candy bars have been sold, per day. And that's it. Oh, sorry, you're out of luck. You can't come to our training camp. It's like, really? After paying all that money, now you're not even allowed to go, even if the tickets aren't available? Come on. Come on, Mr. Tepper. Use your noggin. You've already pissed off so many people in South Carolina doing this stupid garbage. Now you want to do this up in Charlotte? Not to mention, oh, and this also ties into the stadium plans that I heard about today. Excuse the really loud planes. They got flight plans right over my house. But anyway, if they get any lower, they can do my gardening for me. Anyway, my point is, this ties into the stadium design thing. Because if you're looking at the stadium designs and what was proposed, parking wasn't in there. Parking was not in there. Okay, now what? So, not only do you have crappy parking, now you've got only 2,000 people coming to your training camp every year. Is this really what you want, Mr. Tepper? Is this really how we show love and appreciation to our fans? You're the owner of a Carolina Panthers NFL team, bro. That was built for it and to the fans by Jerry Richardson. This is not showing love to the fans at all by cutting down how many people can actually go to these training camps. I'm appalled. I'm absolutely appalled. Like, did you have your wife plan this for you? Because 2,000 seating. Okay. Let's say you're expecting 5,000 people at a wedding, okay? And you only put out seats for 2,000 people. Where are the other 3,000 people going to sit? Basic math, Mr. Tepper. Basic math. It's not rocket science. This is basic arithmetic. You learned this even before you went to college, bro. Come on, man. How are you a billionaire and you don't understand basic math of how to do a seating arrangement? Or how big your space needs to be to plan an event? Whoever planned this is an idiot. I'm sorry, I need to say it. Whoever planned this is an idiot. You don't plan for 4,000 minimum people. What makes you think they're not going to come in drones now that you put it in Charlotte? What makes you think they're going to be half the people that were coming in South Carolina? No, I told you they would double. Because it's North Carolina and the Panthers are in North Carolina. Durr. Durr, durr, durr. You didn't think about that one, did you, Mr. Tepper? You didn't think about the fact that most of these people come from Rock Hill, Fit, Asheville, Fayetteville, all them small towns up in North Carolina. All these people traveled down to South Carolina to Spartanburg. All of these people did. Oh, so now we're discounting everybody that's from North Carolina now too? Way to alienate the entire fan base, bro. As if you haven't already. With this stupid, idiotic stadium plan. Now you're doing this too? That's like saying, oh, we're laying out a red carpet for only specific people, and the rest of you, screw you. We don't want you there. It's like, really? That's how you feel about us, Mr. Tepper. In that case, we should be boycotting these games and not giving you a dang dime. Because this is absurd. Boycott the merch, boycott everything. Because you don't deserve a freaking penny of it. You've already got enough money. How in the world did this man become a billionaire and he doesn't understand basic math on how to event plan? That pisses me off. I can't. Really? I can't fathom this, guys. I can't. This is melting my brain. Is it melting yours too? 2,000 per day. You do realize that most of these content creators get a lot of their content from training camp, correct? You do realize this, right? So, and like I said earlier, I give you a pass for the no videoing because that's the NFL. That was Roger Goodell and the media, caving to the media. But now you want to say, oh, well, now we're not going to have seating for anybody. Dude, you can't. You screw up your county, you take it out of the one place that it was actually working, and now you want to put it in Charlotte and cut down the tickets to half. That's a great way to piss off a lot of Panthers fans that really want to see what their team is doing. And I mean, I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth here because I'm appreciative of the fact that this is still free and he could still charge for this if he wanted to, because a lot of other franchises are doing that. So I'm not looking that gift horse in the mouth right now. We're lucky that even 2,000 people are even able to come. If that's his mentality, then why even do training camp at all? Oh wait, it's NFL mandated. You have to. Didn't think of that one, did you? This man does not use his brain at all. And I'm a little worried, man. I'm very worried. Because if he's not using his brain on this, imagine what else he's gonna mess up in this franchise. Guys, we are lucky he hasn't started messing around with our draft picks in our free agency and meddled in everything else, roster wise. We are very lucky with this mindset of Teppers. Just, oh, I can do whatever I want. I've got billions of dollars. Whoop de doo. You know, who died and made you mayor of Charlotte, to where you can control what the city of Charlotte does with their own money? You're gonna ask for $645 million when you don't even need it. On top of all of this, oh yeah, I'm giving Tepper the smoke today. I'm giving him the smoke because he deserves all of it. This is absurdly ridiculous. And if that plan had passed, you're talking about $100 extra on top of the city tax that you're already paying if you're a Charlotte taxpayer. Now he wants to build a new stadium in 2049. Why do we need a new stadium? Why can't we just renovate the one we already have? It's worked for Fenway in Boston. It's worked for Chicago with the Wrigley Field. Why are we still doing this, man? You don't always have to have a brand new stadium like the Rams Stadium just to have something shiny and new. You don't always have to have that. Like, let us enjoy what we have that's actually working for us. Why mess with something good, man? And I'll bet you $1 to a donut it looks like crap. It is not even functional by the time we get through throwing out the design plans for it in 2049. I'll bet you it looks like garbage. How much y'all want to bet? So you're taking all of this stuff out of Spartanburg, and the city of Charlotte people are asking the right questions. Will you actually finish what you began? Why should we put money into this when you're already putting $645 million into it yourself? Why does this need to cost $1.3 billion? Correct questions. Why do we need a new stadium in Charlotte? I applaud the city of Charlotte. I applaud the city of Charlotte for asking the right questions. 2,000 seating? 2,000? That's an insult to all Panther fans everywhere. That's a middle finger to us. That basically says, come, but I only want so many people here. I want my best friends here to watch this team. I don't care about the rest of you. I only care about the rich folks. You know, I only care about the people that are gonna praise me. You know, and show me love. Man, ain't nobody showing you no love, Tepper. Ain't nobody showing you no love whatsoever right now. Mister, I'm going to throw a drink on somebody when I get pissed off because the team doesn't win. Why? Why should we show you love for that? Tell me why we should show you love for shutting down the training camp project in York County halfway through when they paid you in stocks to bond when you asked them not to. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo, you paid me in something that I can't use in currency. Okay, figure it out. You're a billionaire. How did you get all those billions of dollars? Figure it out. If you're a businessman, you would figure it out. I don't want to hear excuses. I want to see success. If you got billions of dollars, you should be successful. Makes no sense. Makes no sense why you can't figure this out. Or are the stock people and the bonds people that you work with stupid as well? Are those people incompetent as well? Because at this point, I'm not even going to begin to try to understand how all that works, because I don't get into that. You know, does my family own that stuff? Sure. But do I understand it? No. That's why I'm going to get a consultant that does. You know, and that's what he needs to be doing. If you can't figure out how to turn those stocks and bonds into whatever currency you actually do use, then get a consultant. It's not hard, bro. It doesn't take an associate's degree in business to figure that out. It really doesn't. But you're going to take out your frustrations because people hate your guts out on us. How is that acceptable to us as Panther fans? How? You're going to chop down the amount of people that can see this training camp just because you're salty that nobody came to your stadium last year because of a 2-win season. You going to take it out on us? No. It works the other way around, Mr. Tepper. We're pissed at you. That's why we started boycotting. Because we wanted Frank out of here. Use your noggin and figure that out. Come on, man. Use your noggin. Just for one time. One time as a Panthers owner. It's not rocket science to figure this stuff out. Dude, you don't even need a high school degree. You don't even need a GED to figure this out. Okay? That 2,000 seats is not enough to cover how many people are wanting to come to the training camp every year and actually do arrive there and show attendance every single day of camp. I would know. I went there for 6+ years. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen the attendance numbers every year rising. Not going down, rising. Not getting cut in half, rising. Now equate that to a stock. Equate, on the stock market. When it rises, come on, man. Fill in the blank. This ain't rocket science, bro. For real, none of this is. The man's just salty because he can't get what he wants. And he's taking it out on us. That's exactly what this is. And I'm not having it. If I have to be the only YouTuber to raise Cain about this, I will. But this is absurd. It's appalling and it's absurd. This is basically a middle finger to all YouTubers that come out there and are content creators. This is a middle finger to the people that have a love and an interest in this team to come out there and watch it. I came out there 6 days out of every single year. That's devotion, bro. That's devotion. That's loyalty. That's loyalty. As a content creator, that's all I was able to do. Would I have liked to go out there every single day and watch? With a little bit less warm weather? Absolutely I would have. I would have done it in a heartbeat if I had the availability to do that. Are you kidding me? You know how much passion I've got for this team. You know I would not hesitate to do that. But you're going to sit there and tell us passionate fans, people like me and you, look at me in the camera, like me and you, that we don't want you here? We're trying to limit the crowd space because we can't figure out how to get a bigger venue and a bigger field to do this in? Hello, Clemson just donated their stadium for Fan Day. You can't put it down there? You can't put it in Columbia, since you people love to go for Gamecocks players. I'm not even going to get into that rant, because there's no need to. Not that I don't love people from South Carolina coming onto this team. I do. It doesn't matter where they come from. I just want the best 53-man roster, period. I've said that multiple times, and I will continue to say that until I'm blue in the face. because that's how I feel. If it's all Gamecocks players, it's all Gamecocks players. But you don't come up in there and say, "Oh, well, we're gonna not get any Clemson players because we got a front office full of Gamecocks fans." Man, that's bull crap. That's bull crap. So best 53-man roster possible. If that happens to be 4 or 5 Gamecocks, then so be it. But since y'all got so much love for these Gamecocks players and people from Columbia, why don't you just hold the training camp in Columbia? I mean, they would gladly donate their field for that. So would Clemson. I mean, this is absurd. Why do you have to have it right next to the stadium in the practice fields? This garbage freaking practice field. Those stadiums would actually hold the amount of people that we're talking about here that come to training camps every year. If you're worried about space, that's how you solve the problem. You go bigger, you don't go smaller. You expand. You don't understand how hot air in a hot air balloon works? Come on, man. I mean, yeah, it eventually expands past the point where you can't hold those amount of people. Okay, cool. Move it to a stadium. Like you were doing back the other Saturday. That works, right? Nope. Let's cut that number in half. Let's not care about the fans at all. Let's put this in the worst place possible in Charlotte, with the worst possible parking, just to say screw you for not coming last year because we had a 2-win season. That's essentially what he's doing. Don't try to tell me this isn't a power play, because it absolutely is. This is a revenge play from Mr. Tepper. This is exactly what this is. And I'm not having it as a fan. Shout out to Lydia. How you doing? Sorry, I was in the middle of my soliloquy, but this is absurdly ridiculous. I want to hear from people about this. What are your takes on this? Let me know. Because I'm fired up right now. I'm pissed. You don't do that to Panthers fans. I knew this was coming too. Let's not act like we didn't know this was coming. As soon as we saw a move out of Spartanburg, we knew this was coming. As soon as we saw them stop that construction halfway through in York, we knew this was coming. Let's not even pretend like we don't. Everybody saw it coming. Wow, God's green earth, are you putting the fan day on a Thursday too? That's another thing. You know these people work all week. Just because you don't have a 9-to-5 job, Mr. Tepper, doesn't mean these people don't. Oh, you just missed these 9-to-5 work hours that you used to work? Everybody else works all kinds of crazy jobs, man. We can't. What makes you think that? And not to mention, we got kids coming to these fan days too. Kids that will not be able to stay that late and watch the fireworks and laser show. And that's all they want to do. They don't care about the players. For the most part. Some of these kids don't. They want to watch the fireworks and laser show. I mean, as a kid, when I was younger, can you blame them? But, some of them want to see the players, and that's cool too. They'll get to see both. But my whole thing is this, man. You don't hold that on on a Thursday night during the middle of the week. Yeah, and that's probably around the time the school starts back up, right? So these kids are not going to get to watch the fireworks and laser show, which is the whole reason they want to come. I'd be bummed out if I was a kid. I'd be pissed off. And rightfully so. You come out there for a show for $5, right? That's what that $5 pays for. It pays for the light show and the fireworks. The training camp, the lighthearted training camp workouts are free. They've been free through training camp. So you're getting that for free. But the laser and light show, yeah, you got to pay for that, and that's fair. Plus the vending, you got food and drinks, sure, that helps pay for it too. That helps pay for the rent, since they're renting out Death Valley Stadium. Now, as a Clemson fan, I am thrilled that they chose Clemson because of the fact that that was our first inaugural game there. And I'm hoping this will start to help them to understand how special Clemson is, and to start really seriously taking a more direct approach look at Clemson players, rather than just, oh, the scouts were there. That's, there's better people in Oklahoma. We've been scouting Oklahoma for years. We know what we're doing there. We've been scouting Alabama for years. Alabama's got great players. South Carolina, we've always had scouts at South Carolina because we got a bunch of Gamecock biased people in the front office. So I'm hoping this will start to take a little bit more of a shape of scouting in Clemson when they visit there. Go talk to Dabo Swinney. Go talk to some of the Clemson players. Go understand their history. Go understand what we're doing there. And maybe, just maybe, they might take a more serious look at some of these Clemson players. When we have needs at those positions. If we don't have a need at the position, then don't draft it. It's that simple. I don't have a problem with that. If we don't have a need at state linebacker, then don't draft it. I'm not going to get mad at that. If you think a guy from Oklahoma or a guy from Alabama is better than a Clemson guy, and I happen to agree with you, I'm not going to argue that. If I disagree with you, I'll advocate for the Clemson guy, but I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to push it too hard. But my whole point is, I'm just hoping it'll open their eyes a little bit more, take a closer look at it, at some of these Clemson players. Because they deserve to be looked at just like anybody else. We won 2 national championships, for goodness sakes. Come on. We beat Bama once in those 2 national championships. Actually, twice, I believe. Point is, we won 2 national titles in the last 10 years. We deserve to be recognized for that. We've got quality players. Yet the Falcons are scooping them up. The Saints are scooping them up. And they're robbing us, in positions of need. So, that's my whole thing on that. Take it for what you will. If you want to call me Clemson biased, you can call me Clemson biased for that. I don't care. Because I know Big Cat's going to be the same way with Georgia players. Cody will be the same way with Clemson players too. But he's way more of an advocate than I am on C3. So, for me, again, best 53-man roster possible. I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to get angry about it. It just is what it is if we don't draft any. Am I happy about it? No. But do I accept it? Sure. Whatever makes this team better. At the end of the day, Panthers are first. They will always be first. Over any college that I happen to like or dislike. So, but back to my original point, 2,000 seating. It's clear you've never planned an event. You've had people plan these things for you. You paid them to do that. Now my whole thing is this. Did you pay these people correctly? Because if you can't understand this basic math, how did you pay these people correctly? Did you just write a check? They tell you a number and you just write it on the check? Is that what you do, Mr. Tepper? Oh, the legal fees are blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's the number. Slap it on the check. Sign it. Done. Is that what you do? Doesn't matter about the details. No. Don't need to read the fine-tuned details. Nope. Just sign the check and be done. Okay, so with that in mind, you're starting to look like Donald Trump in that respect right there. Just sign a check and be done. You know, the world doesn't work like that. When you own an NFL franchise, you are responsible for this fan base. You're responsible for all of these things. You can't just walk away from that responsibility and just throw money at it. That's not how that works. And then just, oh, we knew it. We'll worry about the details later. And then all of a sudden, 2,000 or 3,000 people can't go a day to this training camp. They start barking at you for it. Oh, I missed the part where that's my problem. I signed a check. That's not how it works, Mr. Tepper. Think. Use your brain. Use business logic, please. Like, good Lord. I don't know whether it's him or his wife that was planning this, but this is beyond garbage. And I'm fed up. As a Panther fan, I'm fed up. Because I've been to six straight training camps. This is how you treat us now? Like we don't even matter? Like we're just numbers? Do you understand what I'm saying, folks? This is unacceptable as a Panthers fan, and I'm not having it. Tell me this is a joke, because at this point, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Marcos, yeah, I did get a haircut. You missing the point, bro. 2,000 seating, bro. When you get an average of 4,000 people there every single day of training camp. Someone's never planned a wedding before, and it shows. He's never even planned an event before, and it shows. He just has his wife do all that stuff for him. He just cuts the check and then he's done, right? Just tell me the amount, I'll cut the check, and I'm done. I don't care how much hate I get for getting it wrong. How? How is this dude a billionaire? How? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. With that logic, I don't get it. Did you have somebody handle all your stocks and bonds for you? Is that how you got that rich? Because I guarantee you, half the city council hates you now. Half the ownership hates you. The entire state of South Carolina hates you. That are Panthers fans. Now half of North Carolina hates you. Especially the people in Charlotte. And you're going to try to tell me this is what you want to do for the fans, you might as well just hand them a Panthers gift basket through the mail and be done with it. Oh, yeah, the team's going to do great. We'll just send you a gift basket through the mail. Don't worry about checking us out. We'll be fine. That's basically what he's saying. He's saying, come but don't come. Plan but expect to have $500 go down the fucking drain. That's exactly what he's saying. Excuse my language. But this has got me heated, bro. This has got me heated. $500 down the drain of travel plans for people. Think about that for a minute. You got people coming in from out of state. You got people coming in from out of country even. They were coming to Spartanburg. They were putting up $100 a day in these hotels in Spartanburg. You know, giving these restaurants food money. You know, they traveled around. They bought things in stores. This is tourism money, bro. $8 million of it that you just threw away. And now you want to only seat 2,000 people? If anybody didn't see this coming, I don't know what to tell you. I saw it coming after the New York situation. I predicted this a long time ago. And it's just another billionaire owning an NFL team, just doing whatever the heck he wants. It's appalling. It's absolutely appalling. And I'm not saying that I'm against all rich owners, you know, or rich business owners. I'm not. What I'm saying is, this one in particular definitely feeds into the stereotype of people that people are complaining about. Because they're rich, greedy clowns that don't care about the people that work under them. They don't care about the places that they buy up. They don't care about who it hurts. Think about this for a second. This new stadium proposal. Nobody wants to pay extra money out of Charlotte, taxpayer money, to fund a brand new stadium in Charlotte. Nobody. Not a single person in Charlotte wants to pay for that. Especially after we've only had 7 winning seasons. Technically 6. Call it 6. If you don't count the 7-win season. Out of 20 years, guys, 20. Why would the city of Charlotte pay for that? Why would... You know, and I'm hearing a nearby city, I forget the name of the city, is interested in us moving to that city for the new stadium. So now you're going to screw up another city, and another city, and another city, and another city. When will you possibly be pacified? Because at this point, every city you touch has turned to crap because of your actions, Mr. Tepper. Not the city's actions, yours. Get it through your thick skull that just throwing money at the problem doesn't fix the problem. Going backwards does not solve the problem. It makes it worse. Think about it like a math problem. 2 negatives do not equal a positive. It's more negative. Duh. Ah, God. Swear this dude is clueless. I swear he is the most clueless owner in the NFL when it comes to business. Now, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'd probably go out and eat lunch with him, sure. But if you start talking business with me, that's where I draw the line. I'll talk about the weather. I'll talk about, you know, how to plant my garden, you know. But as soon as you start talking business with me, Mr. Tepper, at that lunch, nope, nope. That's where I'm gonna draw the line. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. You want the honest truth? I'm gonna tell you, and you're not gonna like it. And these were all things you did, Mr. Tepper. Every bit of them. Every bit. I'm just... I can't with this dude, man. I can't. Like, why is there always somebody within this franchise, whether it be the owner, the head coach, coordinators, somebody that always messes us up royally? Why? Why does that always have to be a thing in Carolina? I don't get it. I genuinely do not get it. Maybe it's just me, but this is a trend. This is a trend. We've got to break the wheel. If you guys want a Super Bowl, we've got to break the wheel. We keep doing the same stupid garbage every single year with somebody stupid in our management or in our ownership. They can't get their hands out of the cookie jar. They can't leave well enough alone. They can't stop doing stupid crap. It messes us up that year. I can only count on one hand the amount of successful seasons we've actually had where we haven't had somebody stupid and idiotic in our franchise management or ownership. I can count about one hand. That's sad. That's embarrassingly sad. And you wonder why we're last in the league? Gee, I don't know. Let me go down a Christmas list of things that we have screwed up on, that we are now trying to dig our way out of. No thanks to somebody that decides, oh, now we need a new stadium. No, we don't. We need to win. We need to win, sir. Let Dave Canales and Dan do their jobs. Stay out of the way. I'm telling you, I'm terrified of this dude just walking into the draft room and saying, I don't care what you want, I'm going to draft this dude. Throughout the whole process, I don't care what you want. I don't care how much studying you've done. I don't care how much scouting that these guys have done. Oh, hey, I like this guy. We're drafting him. That's what I'm terrified of him doing as a Panthers fan. Because that messes up for the next 3 to 4 years. Whoever we draft that is incorrect. And technically that's already happening because we had 2 idiotic coaches that he hired that had no business being in the NFL. No business at all being in the NFL. Yet you're going to try to tell us what we should be looking forward to with these hype videos? Man, please. Spare us. With Dan and Dave's hype videos, yeah, I'll buy into that. But the ones before that, dude, nobody was buying into that. Nobody. Find me a single person that was buying into that. Okay, I bought into some of the language that was spoken, last year, but that was about it. But when you can have the most beautiful looking roster on paper, but when you don't go out there and execute it, it looks like trash. It looks like it did last year. And it was because... Not because these players were trash. No. Nope. Try again. The management. that was hired by, oh, I don't know, a billionaire that doesn't know his head from a hole in the ground as far as business is concerned, that somehow has billions of dollars. Please explain to me how he got those billions of dollars, because that's a mystery to me. That's an absolute mystery to me. With that type of mindset, this isn't just some hot rod you could just put together on the weekends. This is an NFL franchise. You arrogant piece of garbage. Use your head before you start making decisions. That's all I'm going to say right now on that subject. I think I've pretty much said my piece, because I'm starting to repeat myself now, but good God, that is absurd. It's absurd. It's a middle finger to us. It's a middle finger to the franchise. It's a middle finger to everybody involved with the Panthers. Just because he wants to do whatever he wants to do. I'm not having it. As a fan, I'm not having it. And I'm going to say this right now. We might win a Lombardi, but I don't want his greedy little fat fingers touching that Lombardi when we do win it. I don't want him touching it. He hasn't earned it. The team earned it. The management earned it. He didn't earn crap. All he did was own the team. And screw up our stadium. And screw up our training camp. You know how many things that are not on that proposal that we need right now? That he refuses to put in that proposal, yet he's asking the city for $645 million. Oh, I'm sorry, $650 million. That is no small amount of chunk of change. You're talking about roads that need to be built. You're talking about businesses that need to be refurbished. You're talking about housing in the city of Charlotte. You're talking about making sure that people can actually stay in Charlotte and actually live paycheck to paycheck there, if that's what they're doing. You know, you're talking about so many things that go into this, that this man doesn't even realize he is destroying people's lives. He's about to destroy a lot of people's livelihoods with this new stadium project stuff. And a lot of these owners do this too. It's not just him. And I'm fed up. I'm fed up with it. I do not approve at all of the new stadium designs. They look like trash. They look like European stadium state design. Are we in Europe? No, we're not. Is our main sport in Charlotte soccer? No, it is not. So why are you trying to make it look like a European soccer stadium? Why are you trying to alienate your own fan base? Why are you trying to treat us like this? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, so we have a 2-win season. So what? That was your doing. You hired the coach. You hired the dummy of a coach that did that. Why are you trying to take it out on us? This is a power play, bro. It's 100% a power play. He knows the numbers from Spartanburg. I guarantee you he knows. And he's incorrectly guessing or purposely cutting down the number of people that he wants in his training camp. One of the two. Which one is it? Because it's got to be one of the two. Anything else, you're talking about Burger King menu of items that just aren't true. So, which one is it? Are you trying to screw us? Or are you just an idiot? Which one are you when it comes to business? Because honestly, I refuse to believe an idiot acquired billions of dollars. I refuse to believe an idiot put forth a $1.3 billion proposal to the city of Charlotte and said, here, this is our best shot at making this stadium better. When it holds only half the things that we actually need. Ladies and gentlemen, you could get half of that stuff done with $250 million. You get half of that list done with $250 million. Why do you need the taxpayers' money? Why did you let your wife plan the training camp for you? You should be planning that crap yourself. You're the owner. That's part of your job. 2,000 seating. It's clear. It's clearly plain to me you had people paid off to plan your wedding because you guys certainly don't know how to do this right. That math does not add up. $2,000 seating, that's a huge middle finger to all of us. It's exactly what it is. I'm not standing for it. As a Panthers fan, I'm not standing for it. And I'm giving you all the smoke for it. Because this is absurd. It's appalling and it's absurd. For the people that missed it earlier in the stream, imagine this. A lot of these people came from North Carolina to South Carolina. Paid at least $300 to go watch a training camp. You know, that includes hotels, dining, the whole 9 yards, shopping. You got people coming from other countries that are spending thousands of dollars while the training camp was free. And it worked. It worked. That's why we had $8 million worth of profits in Spartanburg every single year. Stop destroying everything that works. This stadium looks beautiful right now. Yes, it needs some repairs. Okay, cool. Put forth $250 million and be done with it. Why do we need to pay the price for a 2-win season? Why? Why? I don't understand where this man's logic is coming from here. We're talking about a grown man with the immaturity of a 10-year-old throwing drinks on people when his team doesn't win that he owns. Oh, boo hoo 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 hoo. Your team didn't win that week. There's always next week, bro. There's always next week. And when you have a 2-win season, you have only yourself to blame because you hired the coach yourself. Don't try to blame us for boycotting and not going to the stadium. Why would you blame us? We didn't cause you to have a 2-win season. Just because we didn't cheer loud enough, we didn't show up? Appalling, man. I don't understand these people, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just had to get this off my chest, man, because this crap pisses me off as a Panthers fan. Real talk. It just straight up pisses me off. I love the Carolina Panthers. I love this franchise. I love everything it stands for. And in the last 5 years, you have tried to destroy everything that it stands for. Everything. Everything. Even the Keep Pounding logo and mantra. That's unacceptable to me as a fan. And I'm not having it. You're not satisfied with this, with the training camp stuff. Now you want to mess with Bank of America Stadium, our home stadium in Charlotte. You're not satisfied. I feel like this is just one of those rich, bloated owners that is just never satisfied with anything. You just throw some dollar bills at it, you're just not satisfied. You know, no matter what you do, you're not satisfied. Even if we won a Super Bowl, oh, you're never satisfied. Let's throw some more money at it. Let's mess up Bank of America Stadium. Let's mess up the training camps. You know, it's this dude's never going to be satisfied. He has to meddle and tinker in something. He has to. It's just who he is. This is what we're stuck with for the next 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up, because it's a bumpy ride. And all I'm saying is, pray to God this man does not start messing with our draft picks in our roster. Because if he does, so help me, I will gather up at least 200 freaking protesters up there at Bank of America Stadium, and I will raise Cain. I will protest till the break of dawn. Because I've had enough of this. I really have. As a Panthers fan, I've had enough. It's going to take something really, really, really dramatic and messed up for everybody to be on board with kicking him out of ownership of the Panthers. It's going to take 3/4 of the owners, which I'll bet you they'll vote on it. If something serious enough happens, like he does something incredibly stupid to himself, you know, like Jerry Richardson did, then yeah, they'll force him out. But it's going to take that. That's what it's going to take. You can't get him out of here without that. Because the man's not going to sell. He's just going to keep doing the same stupid garbage over and over and over again until, oh, let's throw him some fake praise, you know? Let's act like we care, you know, and act like he's actually doing something. Oh, you saved music in Charlotte. No, you didn't. All you did was make Bank of America a venue for music. That's all you did. We got 6 different venues up in the Charlotte area that have been successful way before you ever came along as an owner. Don't tell me what you've been accomplishing, because you ain't accomplished nothing. Find me something you've actually accomplished, Mr. Tepper, because I have yet to see it. If you can find something, I will give you credit for it. I will gladly give you credit for it. But right now, I'm not seeing jack crap that this man has actually accomplished as an owner in Carolina. Nothing. He lucked into Dan and Dave. You can't prove to me different at this point. Dave just happened to be not signing or renewing his contract with Tampa Bay. We got lucky there. You got lucky with Dan Morgan, who wanted to be a GM anyway, because he was under Scott Fitterer. Who better to put it to be a GM than Dan Morgan at this point? But that's luck. That's purely luck, ladies and gentlemen. That's not coincidence, that's luck. You got lucky those two came along at the right time, that they did. Otherwise, you wouldn't have this. You wouldn't have the success we're having right now in OTAs and the entire offseason that you just watched. Dan and Dave were the ones that pulled Brant Tillis out of Kansas City. Tepper didn't do crap. He didn't do jack crap. He was too busy trying to figure out what to do with training camp. That shouldn't have been messed with in the first place. And yet you failed to change out the turf, which is still injuring your own players. You're not even... Look, man, as a business owner, you are responsible for your employees. Your employees are the players. So if your employees get hurt on the job, guess what? You got to pay them anyway for sitting on their butts and doing nothing. Why do you think they have all those agreements at businesses, for that stuff? Why do you think they have those laws? So you're paying for injured players. This is your investment, sir. Why are you treating it like a hot rod? Like it's a toy boat that you're trying to make work on the marina of Miami or the beaches of North Carolina. Man, please. Treat it with some respect. That's all I'm saying. You can't just walk up in here, be an owner of an NFL team, and then just tinker with it. And then say, oh, well, yeah, it does what it does. And then you want to get pissed off when players get hurt. And we have a 2-win season because of stuff you did, because you tinkered with it. When you should have just left it alone. So you have no right to be pissed off when people don't come to your training camp and boycott it because you only put 2,000 seats in there. You have no right. I'm thinking about not going at all. I'm thinking about boycotting training camp from here on, if this is how you're going to treat it. Because, and I bet that's what you want, isn't it? Isn't it, Mr. Tepper? You're trying to get rid of all us YouTubers out there that are trying to collect notes, trying to learn about our team, trying to go out there and spread some positivity about your team, and some negativity if needed, some tough love. Oh, no, we can't have tough love about players of our team. No, we can't have any negative press. Guess what? You already do. This team was last in the league. 2-win season last year. All the media is bashing us for a reason. Don't try to tell me you can't have negative press. You want to try to take that out on us? Because you're frustrated because of all the negative press? Oh, gee. Yeah, because that solved the problem, right? Let's only limit the seats to 2,000 seats to training camp. Because that solves your problem, right? Of overcrowding? No, wrong. Survey says wrong. Math teachers in elementary school say wrong. They're gonna mark that big red X on your school paper for that one right there, because you didn't understand basic math. And then you want to take it out on us, man. It's one or the other. Either you know what you're doing or you don't. Which one is it? Because I'm about tired of this nonsense, man. I'm about tired of it. Either you know what you're doing and you're purposely screwing Panther fans, or you don't know what you're doing and you're a complete moron and you shouldn't have the billions of dollars that you do. Which one is it? I have tried to be patient with you, Mr. Tepper, but at this point, I'm tired of it. I'm done. I'm done being patient with this man. You done crossed the line too many times with me, man. I'm done. I want a new owner. I want a new owner today. Sell the team today, please. Do us all a favor. Do us all a humongous favor. Give us Christmas in July, bro. Please give us Christmas in July and sell the team. Because you obviously have no clue what you're doing. Either you got the temperament of a 10-year-old child that is impatient and you're an idiot, or, and as such, that child gets things taken away from them. Because if they act out, they spill a drink on somebody, they get punished for it. You got punished for it when you were a kid, you got a belt or a timeout. No, this man's got millions of dollars. He just writes a check. Nope, I'm getting out of this. Get out of jail free card. Monopoly. Get out of trouble free card. I mean, it's so stupid, bro. It's so stupid. And we have to pay the price for that. As the fans. We have to pay the price for every stupid thing this man does in this franchise. And it's absurd and it's appalling to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Would I still be loyal to the Panthers if they decided to move their stadium to another city in North Carolina? Sure. Would I still be loyal if they moved it out of state? Probably. Because I love this franchise. I love what it stands for. But you're still taking those values with you, if you move out of state. But my point is, man, we got an idiot owner that doesn't know what he's doing. Either we got an idiot owner that doesn't know what he's doing, or we got a completely competent owner that's got an emotional range of a 10-year-old, taking his anger out on us because we didn't show up for the 2-win season. Which one is it? Because it's one of those two. You can't have both. This ain't Burger King. It's one of those two. And I'm getting a little tired of it, man. I'm getting a little tired of it. No, scratch that. I'm getting real tired of it. I'm getting real tired of this dude just getting out of everything. He's raising up excuses. Oh yeah, we'll be better next year. We'll be better next year. Yeah, we've heard that one 1,000 times. Until I see it happen, I ain't believing it. Show me. Don't tell me about it. Show me. I deconstructed half this team, reconstructed it back together. If I don't see 7 to 8 wins, I'm going to be frustrated, man, because I know exactly what we're trying to do here. I know exactly what we're trying to put into this. But this owner doesn't seem to care at all. No. Let's just do whatever we want with the stadium. Let's do whatever we want with training camp. Oh, because it's outdated? Dude, your mindset is outdated. The billions of dollars that you got hiding in your freaking wallet are outdated. Put it towards something else, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear excuses no more. Ain't nobody trying to hear excuses. So I don't want to hear it when people get pissed off that they can't go to training camp. Because I'm going to direct them straight to you, Mr. Tepper. Because you're the one that organized this. And said 2,000 seats was enough. And the parking was crap. But you said it was enough. Now, which one is it? Do you know what you're doing or do you not? Because I'm about to light a fire in this team, bro, to start winning. Now, either you're going to be on that train track or you're not, Mr. Tepper. Either you're going to stop doing this foolishness and delaying our progress, or you're not. And everybody in Charlotte is going to be calling for your head. And the only way you're going to get out of this is if we start winning. So it's a double-edged sword if we start winning. That's the problem here. If we start winning, this man gets away with everything. He gets to cover it all up. He gets to get off scot-free. He gets his get out of jail free card. Like, no, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Meanwhile, you still got players being hurt, even with a successful season. Meanwhile, you got the training camp still not being done. Meanwhile, you got a new stadium design being put forward when the first one didn't even get passed. Bro, you get too ambitious. You get too ambitious here. Stop it. Stop it. Did the city council 60-40 vote not teach you a lesson when they voted that thing down? Did that not teach you a lesson? I mean, come on, man. Seriously? That didn't teach you anything? God help me with this owner, bro. God help me with this owner. Because he don't know what he's doing. He honestly does not know what he's doing. That should have sent a direct message to your bald-headed clown butt that we're tired of the shenanigans. All the questions that they were asking, you don't have an answer for, do you? You don't have a single answer for any of them, do you? But it's outdated. Who the heck cares? Who the heck cares? Nobody cares about that. Nobody asked you to start messing around with the stadium. Nobody asked you to mess around with the training camp. Like, nobody asked you to be in the draft room. Maybe it's a requirement by NFL. I don't know. If it's a requirement by NFL, fine. But we don't have to like it. Keep your trap shut and let these boys do their jobs. Like you did this time. We didn't ask you to go messing around and make Bank of America Stadium a concert venue. We didn't ask you to put a soccer team in the stadium. Nobody asked you for that. You just did that on your own. That's my whole point. He did all of this on his own. We didn't ask him for nothing. And he decides, oh, I want to do all this stuff for Charlotte. I want to... Nobody asked you to do these things, bro. Like, just sit back, enjoy your Bojangles tea, and shut up. Let these boys work. If you don't like the results, change out the coaches every 3 years. What is so hard about that? Literally, what is so hard about that? Take care of the stadium needs every 5 years. It's easy. Bro, make me an owner of this team. Make me an owner of this team. Yeah, you'll see me at practices. Yeah, you'll see me at camps. I'll be vocal. But am I going to tell you what you should and shouldn't put on your roster? No. I'm going to leave that to the coaches to do that if I was the owner. But yeah, you'll see me prowling around. I'll be checking out stuff. I'll be observing stuff. I'll put my 2 cents in when I need to, you know. But I'm not going to interfere. I ain't going to mess with the training camp area. If I see it's working, then it's working. If I see the stadium is favorable by the city of Charlotte, why would I mess with it? Why would I mess with it when you don't need to? I feel like this is just an excuse just to turn it into a soccer stadium in Europe style soccer stadium, and put a bunch of video panels up. That's really what I feel like this is, which is ridiculous. And if that's the case, then why even bother? Why even bother submitting anything to the city of Charlotte? Just pay for the crap yourself. Like I said, $250 million would have covered it. You put half that amount into this already through your own company. Already. Bump the rest of it. You don't even need the rest of it. What you gonna put a mural up on the escalator wall for? Nobody cares about that. Nobody wants to look at Bryce Young while they're going up an escalator. Now, if you put Steve Smith over there, if you put Greg Olsen over there, Thomas Davis, okay, cool. I'm down. But nobody wants to see like the current Panthers of this year on a wall plaque, and you have to keep changing it every year, and that costs money. I mean, that's so stupid. Just paint it black, put blue Carolina Panthers logo on it, and be done with it. You know what I mean? Like, why? There's so many stupid things wrong with these proposals, man. I don't even know where to start. I already covered them in the last two streams. I don't even need to go through them again. You already know how I feel about that if you watch those VODs. Go back and watch them again. And ain't no reason. There ain't no reason to be doing what he's doing right now. None. It's appalling, it is absurd, and it goes against everything that the Panthers are. Jerry Richardson created this team for the fans. If this is how we're treating our fans, Mr. Tepper, something's seriously wrong. I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all have a great day. Stay happy, healthy, and well. And keep pounding.